Hi Drew, Cassam from HeyUGuys.
How are you?
I'm really well, thank you. Now this started off initially as a blog and then turned into a book,
yes.
And then moved on. What stage in that process were you involved?
Yeah, they sent it to me before he had found a publisher, so he was still giving it away for free on the internet, and I read it and could not put it down. And people thought I was crazy. Like when we went to the studio, they said, "You want us to spend millions of dollars on a blog?" And I said, "Yes, I do, because I believe in this movie."
So you were involved quite early. At what stage were Ridley and everyone else involved then?
So I wrote a script, and then once the script was done, we sent it to Ridley. So he sort of came aboard about a year ago. And he said, yeah, we sent it to him, and he said yes that night, which was a dream come true for me.
When you were reading the blog, what did you think would be the hardest thing to bring to a screenplay?
The movie is very much a love letter to science, and it's a very complicated scientific book, and I was worried we may have to simplify it and dumb it down, that the studio might make us. Luckily, the studio saw that there's a place for intelligent movies out there, and we sort of embraced it instead, and that was a huge relief.
I think one of the great things is that it assumes the audience has some level of intelligence as well.
It was something that we struggled with. Like, I kept fighting to make sure we did it, and then when we showed it to an audience for the first time, that was the thing they loved about it. They loved, and it just reminded me, you never have to talk down to an audience, always talk up.
Excellent. Now you're involved in a number of other projects as well. I'm going to ask you about Daredevil.
Sure.
Series 2 starting soon. We spoke to Charlie Clocks recently.
Yes.
Now, can you tell us a bit about working with him? It must be a dream.
Charlie's a dream. I never thought we'd find a Matt Murdock, because that character is so close to my heart. And when he walked in the room, you just went, oh, we have a show now. He's a joy, and the things that he is doing on season 2, I cannot wait for people to see.
Can you tell us anything about season 2, or anyone that we might see that we might, that we can look forward to seeing in season 2?
The fun thing about Marvel is if you reveal anything, they shoot you. So I have to keep that very quiet. But there's rumors out there, and all I can say is, if you liked season 1, you're going to love season 2.
Excellent. And Sinister 6 as well, a screenplay that you've written, I believe.
Yes.
What stage are we at with that? Where do you think it'll go now that Marvel are in charge of Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean, it's out there. They've got my number, and I love Marvel. We have a very good relationship. They're making a Spider-Man movie next year. It's going to be phenomenal, and then we'll talk.
One last thing. Matt Damon earlier said that he had originally been offered the role of Daredevil. Now, how do you think he would have done in that role?
Here's what I've learned about Matt Damon. All you have to do is point the camera at him, and it's electrifying. He would be great no matter what he says yes to.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. Look forward to everything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey